So I'm going to create a few sections, and I'm just going to create and put some images to see how to use images. Now, the obvious thing is to add the image widget, which is perfectly fine. And here, let's say you want on the side a heading and some text. Yes, some text now. And now let's say that on the other one, on this section, I want to do the same, but I'm going to do it on reverse to have some balance. So I'm just going to put the heading here and the text editor here. And this one, I want an image, but I'm not going to put the image widget. Okay, let me show you. Let's choose an image here. So let's say I want to use this picture. On this one, on this section below, I will click on this black symbol here, which is the column symbol. And I'm going to go to styles, and I'm going to go to background type, classic, and I'm going to select the same image there. Now, let's see what happens. You see? Here we have a few more options. You see the image is not really shown, and you see that there are some borders as well as here. Now let's see how we can edit those two different type of images. If we go back here, we have some options when it comes to size, which is the medium size here. Now here I'm on the top again, a thumbnail, large or full. I don't understand why it's changing the colors, but okay, full or custom. If we go to style here, you can adjust the width as well manually. Here it is in percentage, 53, 60, you know, so you can adjust, you can put it to 100% like this. And you don't want to mess with the height unless you have just something that can work like this, like a monochromatic background. Otherwise, and this needs to be like deleted. Yes. Now on the other section, we have some options here. You see, it moved. Attachment, I'm gonna leave it on default. Repeat, no repeat. And size, I usually go for cover because then it shows it on the right dimensions. But we still cannot see it, right? So what can we do? What to do? One thing I do, which is very easy, I take a spacer, the spacer widget, and I put it here, and I expand it until, okay, when you see that it's zooming kind of in, you have reached the limit. So there it is. Here it is. And here you can add your text. If you expand, as you see here, my text, let's say it goes larger than the initial height, the image will adjust. And now what I have done here, actually, I didn't take the layout, the full width. So now it spreads. If you want it full width like this, if you want it boxed, you go to layout of the section and you see how the images adjust. Here I have myself and it is kind of cropped. So I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go to styles, and I'm going to, you can take center right. Now I'm completely gone, or center left. We have top left, doesn't change much. We have bottom center, bottom left. Well, doesn't do that much, default, but you know, you can adjust also the positioning with those things. This is how I use this a lot, the background. And we have a background overlay. If you want to use something, you can just go here and you can select, let's select an image, and I'm going to insert it. You see here, you see this is, I can do the same adjustment, center if I want. On the size is very important. Cover, so that it becomes a bit smaller. Now let's say I want to see, if I go fixed, you see the overlay stays static. Cool, yeah. And you can adjust the opacity here, and you have also some blend mode, multiply. If you're familiar with Photoshop, overlay, darken, lighten, I'm gonna leave it to normal. Yes, so here the top section also is boxed. I want full width. Here you see it is not really full width here. We have some margins. So what we're going to do here, yes, on the section we have columns gap default. Second option is no gap, and now it's gone. This is what you have to do, and that's how I use my images. You can do the same if you want on every section. You can do the same even on a section itself. I go here and I go to style, and I'm gonna take a background image. Let's take the same background, this one, and you see it's very thin, narrow. I'm gonna do the cover thing, and here I'm gonna go to height, and I'm gonna go to minimum height. So if you want to use this background on the section, the whole section, you can adjust it with the minimum height. But for if it's a column itself, it won't work. So it's better to use the spacer here. And for a regular image, make sure to remove the gaps on the section. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial about how to work with images with Elementor. Make sure to Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tutorials like that. And I would love to know if you have any wish for a certain tutorial. I do mostly WordPress and Elementor, so if you have a question around those things, let me know in the comments. I will be more than happy to help. So thumbs up, subscribe, like if you follow me also on Facebook, and go to this website, my website. I have more information about what I do here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.